We are actually for and that's so I remember that says in a minimum de be 15 on song. I copy no watching ye share bon come for ya pomo de ho ane and that's also Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic Home Based TV any City Gold. Adaro Mantini and that's the Royal Health Talk Show. And then we're going to have a very interesting time. And then in the next 30 minutes, we are going to open the phone lines, sir. We'll share your show from the month of June, July, and then August. No, and then we've decided to have the viewers section where we're going to allow the viewers to ask questions. We're going to allow the viewers maybe to tell us what they are going through, and then also we'll read some of the messages you sent over the past weeks and then over the past month to me unkind online. No, and then you be nyamre akani nyina we are na bibia wo say ye mamusumu ho na say nkomo bia any further discussions bia anka wo say yedema mo yentumi amfama within the fertility period no ye betumi aden abobo sankomo no so tewtew na we are ye hu dia nyankopon be den ene ye because since na mekai no for the past 3 months now we've been discussing fertility. You share various segments of fertility. You share say oba, say obema, say awo eba, anasa awo mamponi. Then ne kofa awo badena. Ema awo ekechi. Nema bakumini mensebi also share as oba. Nema bakumini mensebi also share as bema. Nini nano they play a contributing factor and they play a contributing role in terms of fertility. Some come on now we've been discussing for the past 3 months. Yami Adoma, and we are in September, and then we are continuing our discussions as well. Like I said, it's going to be very brief, it's going to be very precise, and then after no, Mamosumre, Namusma de Mafre, BBH Jumbiano, Ama de Mode Ato, Yenimna, Yehudi, as we between day. I am Mamu Jumedi, Session American before the show starting. Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic, I war Abeka La Pass Post Office, and Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic there. Ubo Mudina and Kofopina, Felice said, Jumedi Muditina, Awana, and so no, the session at the a clinical we run every form of medical conditions bia BBH bia no to Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ma omunyamre e show also na City Gold Jewelries Mokola and City Gold Jewelries Mokola so the programming programming so ehonka memni de bia no they see to it we bring to you various health conditions, various health discussions via either actually ya dream yeshia ebon komofa some medical conditions ni hu de yehu anamo ebede be to all your brabum ye be twa yehu akwakoje omonka to eba ye de ende dwumedie na ebede ebe hihye so ye ntwa yehu and converses here.
If you or someone you know are shopping for jewelry and accessories for a wedding or any occasion, make it special. Make it City Gold. City Gold is the leading gold hub in Ghana that makes special moments memorable just for you. Do you need genuine gold jewelry and accessories like earrings, watches, necklaces, bracelets, rings, and so on and so forth for that special someone or occasion? Do you need assistance in choosing the best wedding and engagement rings? City Bridal, under the auspices of City Gold, has everything that will complement your desired wedding gown. We have in stock all you need for your weddings, bridal showers, traditional marriage ceremonies, accessories, and lots more. Remember, our jewelries are specially designed to meet your budget and your taste. For wholesale and retail, call us now at City Gold 0302 906 750 or 0208 150 679 or locate us in Accra at the Makola Shopping Mall, 5th Gojo Thompson Road, right here in Accra. City Gold, home of quality jewelry.
actually for essence Emma Mwakwaba Kesepamba Royal Health Talk Show. So, and before we went on break, like I said, no, we had several discussions concerning fertility. Nyame Adam ane yesanso etua enkomo so say I'm kind before we went on break. We're going to read some of the messages, we're going to read some of the things that people sent to us, and then we'll try and then explain some of them again to you. And then based on that, no, we would then review some of the questions that you sent. Then we open the phone line as well for you people to also call in and then ask any questions that pertain fertility. Fertility says in a kind of normally no we look at somebody to be infertile. So can be infertile. We are looking at say nipano what having sex, unprotected sex as a couple, as a man and then a woman, or why unprotected sex with the purpose or with the main purpose of trying to have children over a period of 12 months. And then say, oh, start say, open say, onyem o partner. 3 months ago now, a warm buyer. Fine, you could seek health treatment. You could come and find out what is going on, but it is not a very pressing need, sir. But why you know for a period of 12 months, and says 6 months now, still a warning buyer. Yes, you could be worried, but it's advisable say, begin to take much steps from the 6th month to the 12th month. No, that is when it's advisable to take steps. It is a be a old affair now was starting now. Opa one open say Osha say bibia you okay. We have people like that. So we are me ba be worry person me say and me ho to say me ho ka fone to say nko sua to say then na ekoso na brabo mu me so then na ekoso ba brabo mu say be ma me yesimen analysis ma say bibia you okay na so mpo no ba no obetwa scan na say bibia you okay na. We encourage couples, we encourage up and coming couples say omo ni no mo ye den omo and getting involved with such conditions, no, or getting involved with such labs, no, to know, say, then I cost my partner brabum, then I cost my brabum, and I'm on also me too. Send me a whole worry, now if you worry, na a war and mama may problem, na who the only day, 1 year on. So we always advise couples, say, before you get there, no, try as much as possible to do what? To seek to your medical needs first. One thing also we looked at for once upon a time in our discussion is compatibility. Yes, say normally no say be a man or blood group O positive and answer negative. My partner so need the at saying. My partner the blood group in at saying. They sometimes play a very vital role when it comes to fertility. Obo wa or B, ne ho ka fo so B, ne ho ka fo ne B minus, no no B plus. Enti no mo ye no nyame adom mo tumi awo ba ko, mo pe ba ko bi maka ho. Omo try ba ne mba, omo kwaya sabi ya find out say dey important na. Because maybe the resource factors no are not aiding your compatibility level no. Inti no sa no be kwa ya sabi na doctors no ehu anamo ombe de ombe tu e de aboa. Inti say wo hwe me na bia when your blood group in that now no partner mo check your blood group in that. It is very necessary say you try and then get that one as well tested. Now one other thing also we looked at in terms of a man also we looked at menstruation. Last week I think we had an in-depth discussion concerning one condition I friend pre-menopause. Say oba we see so now we di less than 40 years. Then so no women society HR Emma. And no led that to the discussion of the menstruation as a whole. Menstruation no say oba what na say for a period of maybe 13 years, 14 years above, and then me aso. So also busumi bia no where they obey to me ebu unsa. Now it is believed say it is a monthly cycle. Busumi bia na also menses na den eba nti busum we no eba. It is expected say obekan bia na edi 28 days, bia na edi 29 days, bimpo na edi 24 days, bimpo na edi 32 days. That is there for the abnormal cases no. And son or menses neighbor. You try to steady yourself. We always say ama 28 days. Na say Olivia 27 days na enya bone. It varies from individuals to individual. Anytime we say it is 28, we assume that as an average. Ti yanka say chinchine also odi na about 28 days. Na mom no say odi na eba no every 2 weeks bia. That is when it comes less than 21 days. Obu every 14 days bia and menses ba. Obu every 10 days bia and menses ba. Obu every 15 days bia and menses ba. Then you should know say bia na bibi koso bia na bibi atochima enti na ma o menses na aye abnormal no. Eno sa no so na eye ntiatia wa ya sabia ni ahwe say den na koso wa brabom. obi susu wo a the menses na emma hie ena na mekan no obi de ne de eba ne this month following month na emba na about the next month this month emba following month na about next month. There could be a reason, there could be maybe a condition we call the ovarian cyst. And we've discussed the ovarian cyst already to say, if you want just a brief through on ovarian cyst, we looked at ovarian cyst as when the sac, and I say the egg holder, say kusiana busumi biano, or say the eto emma etumi say sperms or what, and sperms na kwa fertilizing na aba out no. Bia na kosuano ho atochima kakra. Maybe there could be some abnormalities within it. The abnormalities could be as a result of an infection. Abnormalities could be as a result of the hormones not being balanced. It could even be as a result of the eggs not being fully matured within that 28 days. No, anything a man or men's name to me I them. No. And when those conditions are in now, you try to find solutions to those conditions. Men finally say, oh, maybe I need a sanity. If you should menstruate less than 9 times in a year now, there could be a problem. And it's about 6 times in a year, about January, February, about March, April, about June, about July, about August, maybe there's a problem. There could be something going on. Maybe the tubes could be blocked. Maybe some of the ovaries are not working well. Maybe there's an hormonal imbalance. Maybe there is something going on. Oma na entetia ewa ya sabia ye be hwe ni hu ade a eye opportunity hu edura ya do beto so anasumpo anamo a so utu na ema ohu eto no ehu se ne ayeso be na yetu sa anamo no abo ma ohu aiden as atop pa entino we also looked at emema. We looked at the sperms. Say ye hwe say ma these are some of the conditions na eboa ema men's we awo eba no ye hwe mema no so aye hwe sperms. Remember what we looked at in the sperm production is to say, Obama there is believed say you produce 20 million and above sperms within every ejaculation. And to say if your sperms are lower than that 20 million now, there could be a problem. What could the problem be? Are you having a low sperm count? Are your sperm being abnormal? Are there certain things that is making you have a reduction in terms of your sperm production now? We run a natural health and wellness clinic. We run a semen analysis for you. Yes, semen analysis now. We're going to take you through the various forms that your sperms needs to look like. Or sperms now say wuti, or say what con, or say what body, or say what nine. It will be an ebubu. Say ebubu mpona then a man bu here. Is it the past epithelial cells? Are there some infections that is causing that to happen? But we are natural health and wellness clinic. We're going to take you through all these things to see to it say BBBR okay to see say and I'm more able to as an individual no, to make sure say you have kept those conditions no. So na mon ya boa ma wetumi etu na aboa e ma o menstrual o ye be ma o sperms na den aye papa obi wo mpo na mema bebe na like I stated earlier in our submission no mema bebe na omo yes men analysis that it is just a normal belief and then mentality say oh metumi anyem obi da no ntini kire say oh automatically no me sense etumi anyem me ho kafo biem. We made you understand in our previous discussion say it is not so like that. The facts were to me anyem obi a year ago obi what says to me anyem obi and as simple last year, let's put it this way, be last 5 months simple utumi nyinsɛn obi no enkyerɛ sɛ automatically no wetumi enyinsɛn wo yere bia na there's a condition on you as a man na amwa ema wo sperm production na anko yie ewo your current situation mu bia na infection bi mpo a lifestyle bi ensam bia we introduce you aduane bi ya wodi ye anamon bia wo tu ye bibi bia wo ye eduro bi mpo a wo nom ye no might have affected the productions of your sperms no ntino bia na 3 months ago utumi nyimo bi enso no eduro bia wo nom ye anamon bia wo tu ye exercise bimpo akokọ ye eduro bimpo anomie anampo ense bimpo anomie no can contribute for your sperms to have some abnormality around that time. Tin so ye bema na se wo hwe real talk shows and then anyway we've always been advocating, we've always been advising them and tina fietira to anamon hwe say den na ekoso hu say den na obetumi aden aye ede aboa ho anase den na obetumi aye ede aboa in the marriage that you are in aboa. Not always in the pointing finger should be on the woman, but at least you, the man, should also take some blame, take some steps. But right natural health and wellness clinic says I'm kind. They actually said then and the question na yehu and a more bedding. Wait to me to abuam. I did also I share when it comes to fertility. No, we looked at fibroid. Now over this time, now I'm going to take my time to explain 1 or 2 things about the fibroid. I'll be glad if my director could just project the fibroid picture so that we discuss the various forms of fibroid. No, one thing we looked at in terms of fibroid is say obi biara etumi nya fibroid, obi biara etumi enya fibroid ewo na wudie mu so we oba bia na fibroid na beba no does not automatically mean say wuntumi enwo. There are various forms of fibroids. There are various forms of sizes of fibroids. There are various locations of fibroids now. They play a role in your baby making. Obi o na ne fibroid no just a normal intramural fibroid. Obi o dey ani dey a subserosal fibroid. Obi there could be a pedunculated fibroid. And then we have the almighty submucosa. Now, so we will explain in our discussion, say when you have the submucosal fibroid now, it is then that sometimes it puts pressure on the walls of the uterus. Emma awo problematic. Anything say we oba na se bia we ko scanda. Na catch you say when your fibroid oba run natural health and wellness clinic, we explain your uterus scan now. We try to explain the various forms of fibroid now bia to make sure say you are having the best of treatment. Obesha screen so we have this intramural fibroid. Intramural fibroid, no, like I said, sometimes it's basically about the sizes. So size no okay, that's the size no and yet problem bia now or intramural fibroid. Sometimes the doctors will tell you so and yes she obetumi awo afa ho afa oba obo wa na or subserosal fibroid. Subserosal fibroid no, they put pressure on the walls of the bladder, on the walls of the cervix. Into no and third pressure into awodia no so into eba ni say na say oba na say subserosal fibroid now obi o wa no fibroid that's yes o no fibroid doctor ni say metumi aden anyim yampa. These are kind of fibroids no when you're having them now etumi ema oyeden enyin say pepe say na me kind sometimes the size also play a role. Who was submucosal fibroid? This is the kind of fibroid say sometimes no ema awo ehu eyeden kakra obeshe screen so obon say submucosal fibroid no you project what show homo and no at the pressure eto awodie no so it puts a pressure on the uterus. Now when the pressure is on the uterus now sometimes it puts pressure on the baby as well, where it makes the child maybe sometimes suffer in trying to get in a space with the fibroid. Sometimes crampon is see a one who in the process say the pressure at tubes na kakosiano and I say kosiano eggs sperms no emiti we number fem na akwakoto awodi enimu no it puts so much pressure on it say ema ye funu po bampo etumi den essay no. If you are having this kind of fibroid now and sometimes na doctors na I advise say obekwa ko yi ansa na then what me anyim no to your bana say bia o go through any of these things now. Like we've been saying, be now fibroid no, different. Be now condition no, and to say this kind of condition no. And when you know your condition now, you know the kind of steps to take as an individual. You know the kind of things to do as an individual to make sure say you are okay, and then there is no problem with you. Now we look at the last one, which is the pedunculated fibroid. The pedunculated fibroid is this kind of fibroid now. And no, obana say obi o say me say moja ta to me pa those are the pedunculated forms of fibroid no. And if you have that kind of fibroid now emma moja eta etu when you are having your menstrual cycle timba be na expect say omo enya fibroid need to be just I assuming say in that case no or some then etumi enya pains and I say etumi enya moja bebre but during their menstrual cycle, but they don't get that kind of symptoms now. It is true. It is just to tell you say bia now fibroid no is not the pedunculated one. Bia now then could be any of the other ones, the intramural, the submucosal, the subserosal. See, if you are going through any of these kinds of fibroid now, Barra Natural Health and Wellness Clinic, you just scan more. We let you know the kind of fibroid you are having. We let you know the size of your fibroid, and then we try as much as possible to put you on medication if there need be. If you need to be given a referral to go take the fibroid off before we start fertility on you. Says Namika, Oba Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Yeah, ma on chair ever hon say I say utu anamoa and the menumina and the best say obitu anamo na wako na say osi ekuya etumi eyamo na bibi wo ho say etumi ya etumi ayamo. So these are the various things that we looked out for. These are the various things that we discussed during our fertility period. No, Tibiana Osha, these are the things we have said concerning fertility over the past month, over the past weeks, over the past days. No, we also looked at things like pelvic inflammatory disease, PID a mabebre na HRA scan na obona doctors natural so yes PID there's PID so mabebre na has come to I spoke to a lady just on Monday and she was complaining say oh no owo university near car say we nya PID but doctor make a change say na enye problematic say anyame adom waware and it's becoming difficult, it's becoming challenging when it comes to fertility. Now the question is, have you treated the PID or so 50 time near catch no edro crowd no bida. We like the belief, we like the confidence the lady is giving because on Felisa Busumi Biana menses banting there was no problem. Now when you're a lady and then you're having a pelvic inflammatory disease now, it's just trying to let you know say there is a problem within the fallopian tubes, within the uterus, within the ovaries, and then even within the cervix area. Until from the process you start sex, to say sperms do say it's going to meet complications. There are going to be several reasons or menstrual cycle no and also sperms no as a man on the sperms never to me and I say to me there are going to be several challenges as a way into an amoa. Na bia na PID no edwe do stage bi afi ono ohukafo ehia crampona sperms na ede enko osusu busumi asose nka wonkosua na beba no na wonkosua na eba no na eba ne ketenketen wo say na o menses na eba emma ne yie. These are all the reasons to me kokofa ba as a couple ntino yo ba na wo hwem na bia you have a history, you've been diagnosed of a pelvic inflammatory disease. We advise betu anamo na maba Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic yen hwe se den na ekoso ni hu anamo ebe de ebetumi etu as a clinic na yeden yedi aboa ho ye betwa ye hu briefly eba like I said no, and then we want to read most of the messages you have sent no na ye bie phone line so atomo a bibi a chiwa dwembia no so be tu dem afre na we bi santini yen twa ye hu embra yen kwaji aboa phone krato eba na yen bie segment no so ema wo so na ntumi frɛ na mbi sa bibi a chiwa dwembia yen twa ye hu bra sisia. Yamamu akwa papa Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Session Yamunim Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic has been in session for quite a number of years now. TMPC, am I a license? We are operating as an alternative medical center. So BBBia, AOBia, say a womu, say a infection, say then a yo, say be a yaro. Na opese oba ayaresabia na ehwe no Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic your comprehensive lab ewa ha say bibia ye obi a doctor asio anase woko bebi mpuni aka chose Corona Medicals empo ebra no utumi ba Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ya sio ha ebeba berane yo bibi sunkon ha e friend colon hydrotherapy say bia tete no na yesta esa anase tete no say bibi ye wa aka chose obi a yen mix niama ni yemfa ensaw sa niama ni nyina ye won abefo kwan so Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ha mo se bia wapon anase wako adwuma waye adwuma na wo ho hensha dan fe enye de bia na wo se bia wo se woda edro so bi na nanka ohia massage kakra anase bia woni doctor bonko na se wo diet anase exercise bi mpo na ochiro na nka okọ mu a enka be den ebe ma wo ho ato no tumi agina wo ho na mu so biem na wo ho ayeden na nyina no ba Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ayo a doctor for her omo ne mo be bon komo be church okwan ya e wo se wo fa so nyame wo se wonye nyame wo se wonye se mo pe awompo na kwan ya wo se mo fa so na amawo no ebebe mu se bia ye betwa scan se be oba anaso oba mampo ye be run scan actually say o prostate anaso say bibi mpo o testicle anaso bibi touch mampo even the abdominal scan bia na ya kire se kokoro ani bia na o kwa health insurance anampo say okwa korane test bi ni esi scan kan no oba Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic you twa sa scan ni bi wa ha oba ye betumi aden e twa sa scan na ma ye wo health professionals wa ha omo akwadare wo omodwuma omo ye ni mu ye wo pharmacy so a oba pharmacy ndru bi a ehuhia se wo se woto se bi a ya suma se brabeto anase wabampo na doctor na prescribe ama on ye ndru ni nyina no FDA ahwehwe mu a eye mapa a wotumi aden ekọ pharmacy ekokoto now you're the onom na oho eto bibi bia hia obi bibi bia ekire wadwum bia Rural Natural Health and Wellness Clinic no ye wo Abeka La Paz post office bibi bia ofi ba bia no fa car na catched mate ni say obesi wo Abeka post office udu Abeka post office a obo Rural Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ye signboard kes here e green and white building mu just walk in then how only Rural Natural Health and Wellness Clinic and bonkomo Rural Natural Health and Wellness Clinic ye say wa pomoden ene wo hunya.
If you or someone you know are shopping for jewelry and accessories for a wedding or any occasion, make it special. Make it City Gold. City Gold is the leading gold hub in Ghana that makes special moments memorable just for you. Do you need genuine gold jewelry and accessories like earrings, watches, necklaces, bracelets, rings, and so on and so forth for that special someone or occasion? Do you need assistance in choosing the best wedding and engagement rings? City Bridal, under the auspices of City Gold, has everything that will complement your desired wedding gown. We have in stock all you need for your weddings, bridal showers, traditional marriage ceremonies, accessories, and lots more. Remember, our jewelries are specially designed to meet your budget and your taste. For wholesale and retail, call us now at City Gold 0302 906 750 or 0208 150 679, or locate us in Accra at the Makola Shopping Mall, 5th Gojo Thompson Road, right here in Accra. City Gold, home of quality jewelry.
We are for essential Akwaba Pamba Royal Health Talk Show. So we are trying to run up all our discussions we've had within a previous months, the month that have passed between the months of June, July, August, and then September. And we've had issues concerning fertility, and then we're trying to solve one or two of them now. Like I said before I went on break now, there have been several discussions that we've had. We've looked at several discussions in terms of PID, ovarian cyst, fibroids, semen analysis deficiencies, and all those things. We've looked at all those things as causes and then things that contribute to fertility. And then the phone lines no able to more is in terms. Also wait to me after 0501484671 0501484671. Wait to me after na bibi eche wadwen bia no you to me discuss. Whilst we try to read some of the messages you have sent over the past few days, over the past few months, no, we try to look at it and then try to answer some of them. Obi say hello sir. Please, is infertility always a woman's problem? I think I have explained this thing over and over again. Say infertility, even before I went on break, now I said one thing, say infertility has never been the cause of the woman. There is always the cause for the man as well. Yes, semen analysis as one of the cause. Obema's or sperms and you could stand the chances of what not being able to impregnate your partner. Even with conditions of miscarriages. Let me add that one as well to it. Miscarriages sometimes are not always the lady's problem. Sometimes the man could also be a factor. And we don't always focus our mind on the ladies only. So we try and then solve that. Somebody too says, can birth control? See, birth control measures causes infertility. After my first baby, I was putting on a birth control pills, and up till now, I am unable to have babies. Please let me put this one as well together. Birth control pills do not cause infertility. they only would not be able to make you get pregnant within a particular time, especially within the period that you are taking the medication. Yɛmfa ne sɛ wokɔwɔ paneɛ sɛ bi abosome miɛnsa afi mienu afi baako umpɛ sɛ onyem anaso po na de duro bi sɛ obosum we me mpɛ sɛ menyem ujai eduro na you should be able to get pregnant. Na yɛmfa birth control pills ɛmfa nhyɛ sɛ ɛno ho nti na ama mean to me enwo no say after taking the birth control pills no say awo no emma ma onan ye ntete wara sabia na yenhwe bia na problem bi mpo wo ho ansa na o start anum birth control pills na yahwe na etumi eden ehu de betumi ayama obi irregular period can make it more challenging yeah. Okay, I think we've said this thing. I think I just said it before we went on break. When you are having irregularities in terms of fertility, child menses enter by year. The fact say menses by year and say untumi enyem. The only challenge sometimes it brings to you, yes, untumi end tracking when you are ovulating. Ovulation period no any ade share edi hu say emre we oye sex a obetumi anyem. Oye sex we a untumi enyem. Say, for the past 3 months, no menses in buyer. How will you know? How will you be able to track when you are ovulating? Yes, there could be a problem. Says maybe there's a problem with the eggs. What check eggs? No, what check bibiana problem be anyone. Sometimes even becomes difficult for you to get pregnant because you don't know when you are ovulating and when you are not ovulating. So you should know what are the primary causes of. You should know what are the primary causes of infertility. We've stated over and over. You see, there are several causes of infertility. When we look at the primary cause, it has to do that there could be a condition with the egg. So that is when we look at it as the main primary cause of infertility. So obema or sperms and the sperms are also the major primary cause of infertility. So your obema now will low sperm counter. Just know, say, you could be a reason what there's no baby. So you should know and then know how to check it. We obema check it. We always advise the men. She looks like most of the questions are just trying to you are too young to okay. You see, like I stated earlier, no, mostly these conditions when they are happening, we see the men as exempted. Yenta inshe mema no na e focus ni na akwa da a man so we should try and then take notes. You realize that a lot of the questions they are trying to look at a mema as the major cause of it. Please, what is polycystic ovarian syndrome and can it disrupt fertility? Yes, we've described polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. Yakase, those are some of the conditions now. So, that's the way into and more. You see, and anytime I talk about these things, we look at the fact of hereditary, genetic. We've said this thing over and over again. I don't want to repeat myself again. When you have history of these conditions now, just know, say, one show who you are, and then you stand the chances of getting it. One show who you are, now wait me there. Enye bi ntino, who show who you are. Though ebibe we busu ni munum, utu anamoa, ebebua, mase ebani say also what started show signs and symptoms now. Now I then wait to anamo, I then edi etia from it getting worse or from it coming. Tuber blockage and male okay. Mpacho, yes, sometimes when your partner's sperms come out after sex now, I think we've explained tuber blockage already. Say bia o tubes ni mono emuba block. It is not known unless you have done an HSG. That is when we get to know. Sometimes when you take the scan tube, we could see and then maybe give an advice. But you see, we always advise when it comes to fertility, fine, this quantum and all those things you can watch, you can explain your conditions to the people, and then sometimes yes, you can explain to a health center and then they could help out. But when you're having a problem with fertility, we always advise, say, try and then get a scan done, get the right labs done, get the right test done. When you get those things done now, they help a lot in terms of your treatment. But when you try to come with just a mere mindset, so my sperms you okay, me any problem bia mitumi ni oba shia fine na nso so no awon ba o sperms so see dem who say you okay. What if say our infection? What if say our sperms na about to come they are weak and they can't fertilize an egg? All those things we need to know. And I've said it before. You see, obema bi owa obetumi akọ 1 round and 1 round no ebe 5 hours obi so betumi akọ 1 round and 1 round no ebe 3 minutes enye no na ehia when it comes to fertility. The hearing says sperms ne bar out after 1 hour no and after 40 minutes no, even after 3 minutes no na sperms ne quality to me swimming to fertilize an egg. When you don't have a problem with the sperms no kwa there to me swimming there say 1 minute wo be man na be encourage say obe den obe try na wo bo ho modern won pem na wotumi aden wa last longer, but it has nothing, it plays no role when it comes to fertility. It plays no role at all when it comes to fertility. So try and then have that in mind as a man. Into the fact so maybe me be man me boy juma no, it doesn't add up when it comes to fertility at all. Obi owa otumi ko be 3 rounds. 3 rounds ni nyina sperms e buy no. Na papa bi e ni mu a betumi aden a fertilize nkosuanma oba no etumi anyin senti no. Oya oba na say husband oma fa oma we ni ji won pemu a eno no is an added advantage, but say obetumi anyim awo afa ho afa oba no or say the sperms no and the quality. So when we are looking at the primary causes of infertility in men now, in as much as we are looking at the women as well, the men should know say the sperm production is also a factor. Is age really okay? Yes, age also plays a role when it comes to fertility. Normally if you are above 35 years and then your fertility becomes a bit challenging or it becomes a bit problematic now, yes, the doctors would have to spend more time on you. But if you are below that now, at least there is less in terms of making sure you are okay. So age sometimes play a factor. I don't know if I say we are more than 35 years old to me age plays a role, but yes. You always say unexplained conditions and infertility. What are some of the causes? Okay. You see, I've always been saying this thing. I'm a Christian, me a Christian. I believe in the existence of God. So asuna a Muslim also believes in the existence of God, and then also believes there are certain factors, there are certain things, we pray to God for it. And today, anytime I say that there are some conditions in infertility which is termed as unexplained, what it means is say biana bibi atochima in the spiritual realms, in the spiritual domain, biana sembi ana bibi etumi see. And we believe in all those things. But like I said, one natural health and wellness clinic, one interesting thing as well, you say, so for midi, and we believe say, nyame that's also wa. Nyankopo amayati say, before obo we ask in the book of Genesis chapter 28, now say he has given us power and authority as well. He said we should multiply, we should fill the world, you understand? So your man, you should be able to multiply, not only in infertility, but also even in the kind of work you do, the things that you do. No, everything should be progression for you. Also, in account, you say it's supposed to go on until infinity. So also to me, so you should be able to procreate. You understand? You should be able to bring some of your kind. So these are things we look out for when it comes to fertility. And so there could be a factor, there could be a reason. And like I said, the unexplained causes sometimes are things. These are some of the things you also look out for. These are the reasons I place them in. And here so and here say opa one or them pie boy them. Ebetechi ehunbe say wa obekọ onan so no wabompa so woni mimpa bo ana woni mpa bo yempo na utumi ehwe command your morning and also alpha hour. You can join all these things, and then even if you're Muslim as well, you pray as well, pray to your God, and then it is believed that Yankopon now would make way for you. So what hospital like I said, there is no problem with you. Obemani, there's no problem. Obani, there's no problem. And you are not ready to try the alternative means now. You could go on your knees as well and then pray. These are all part of the things we look at when to say, make our unexplained causes. Now, this person has been watching our show, the person knows the thing. Okay. Obviously, worry. When the first one, they do 14 years. For the past 7 years. Okay. So this person worried for 4. So he had a child, and the firstborn is 14 years. But with his new man, they are trying to have a child, and then the baby is not coming. And if such a thing is, we call it a secondary infertility. We've explained this one too. I think 2-3 weeks ago we spoke about secondary infertility. It has to do with the fact that worry as oba and as obema na wawoda. Now pe babiem nas bano embano. and that is when we term it as secondary infertility. Obi awo 2 awo 3 or onyanko pe baako e dia end session no and so na still no e wa try those are the people we term as secondary infertility. Sometimes just like the conditions of primary infertility no they are now also the secondary infertility. You are going through such conditions now, you will come to the clinic, you will find out what is happening. The same cases of a primary infertility could be the same cases of the secondary infertility. Obani eshema wa na say nyame pa obetumi awu afa ho afa oba. And you see, when it comes to the men with this kind of secondary infertility, realize that the men mostly will try to relax. Obema bia on any first wife and also on any first girl be and baby mama be awoda no. But if your wife be na say awon ba na wa relax no folding hands no pia oban so oban nko anko hospital no nko say then no please there is something we call the secondary infertility. Sometimes they also play a role when it comes to fertility. Into the mema no my enhwe emma no nko when it comes to this secondary infertility thing. Like I said, emma no tap pia emma no say emma no nko hospital because omo etumi awoda. So eba say ebe your problem show. Sometimes no I always say emma no ebe ka no kra. So I mean you say some of the ladies they've gone to try it and they realize that they got pregnant. Almost say no. And they've come and then they are relaxed watching you because someone will say they are not the cause. No, Annie, some ladies do that. So, don't be so proud, believe in yourself. You are okay. To an amount bra around natural health and wellness clinic. Let's find out what could be the problem, what is happening to you, and let's see what we can do as a clinic to also help you. Talking about primary secondary infertility now, let me quickly talk about subfertility. I think subfertility, we discussed it last 2 weeks. Subfertility has to do with the fact that bia wanyemda na wanyem ye yefunu formula na say, and this condition normally persists. Obabi wo ho a miscarriages more than 3 times. Obabi wo miscarriages more than 4 times. After miscarriages ni etwa and awo emba kra. Those are the people we call the subfertility people. Such a person who say I want to obey to me anyam but say yefunu no begina no and so your problem we oba na we go through such a condition so also to na momba ayaresa bia na say then na ekọ so obetumi aba natural health and wellness clinic e be your labs e be scans e be scan ahwe say is there a problem within the uterus na awodi animu no then na ekọ so ho adan na akola ne ba na asay no if you wo oba no anaso mpo say if be ma na say if be ma na anamombe na o say etu edebo be ma no say if you wo oba no so anamombe na o say etu edebo wo oba no. Like I said, sometimes when conditions like this happen now, we will switch to the internet and then we switch to reading so many things on the internet, and then some there's tumor, you are having an endometriosis, you are having a this, and they say things that will put fear in you. It's always advisable. So what kind of internet national now am I when an advice or an idea of what is happening, no, to an amount, speak to a health professional, speak to a health expert. Which me after any of the numbers on the screen, no, just talk to us, find out, so this is what I'm going through. What can I do? What should I do? Just ask these questions and there will be several solutions for you. Then if you're thinking, so what kind of internet national internet say. I had a condition this week. A gentleman came around that treating a girlfriend was like, what kind of internet national I did on to me who be him. I was like, wow. Who nyame? And our internet national nyame. The fact say what kind of internet national I explain the condition be concerning your partner no doesn't mean say all hope is lost. That be there could be solutions to an amount by Sabia. You see, I always say these things. When conditions like this happen, we've had people who have come with so many challenging conditions and we didn't even put them on medication. Sometimes just the change of styles in terms of sex. Sometimes the change of time, even when sex is done. Sometimes the kind of food you need to eat before or even after sex, can play a role. Over Natural Health and Wellness Clinic, we take you through all these procedures. But I'm interested in the course. But I'm interested in the year. You want a more, bet me at the A2 at the Abuao. Means if you're thinking, so, we condition the work on internet, and so, and the internet is saying, say, there is no hope for you. There are several hopes for you. To an amount na bra, na ye hu de betumi ayeden aye edi aboa. Bra Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Natural Health and Wellness Clinic you abeka na pass post office. Utumi efren na mesino 0231150340. 0231150340. And now suppose 0277785902. You can call any of these numbers or even the ones on your screen. You can call and then let us find out what we can do as a clinic to help you. Maintenance if you thinking say oh condition like I said no what kind of internet so now what kind of internet no so no this is what they said about your condition you know you think that there is no problem there is no solution for you. There are several solutions for you. All you need to do is to take steps. All you need to do is to make sure say then so then also yeah and I'm ben also be then wait to me to and now I should say bibia are you okay what to say na mo na hu yes wait to me are as a clinic ne yeah they are there abo a polycystic ovarian syndrome can it erupt? But so I'm trying to read some of the messages you've sent. So is it can polycystic ovarian syndrome disrupt? We have a caller. Hello. Hello. Good evening. But you're baby of Refi. Okay, I think we are not getting it. So quickly, let's continue what the person said. Can polycystic ovarian syndrome disrupt the normal ovulation process? Yes, it can disrupt it. It can. Okay, so sometimes it makes it difficult for you to, if like I said, when you are having such a condition, you are not able to know when you are ovulating. You understand? And if you don't know when you are ovulating, it becomes difficult. It becomes very challenging for you to even get a lady pregnant. Into know when you are safe for pregnancy or when you are even not safe. And when you are going through such a condition, it becomes very, very, very difficult for you as an individual. You understand? So those are some of the things you should look at. Those are some of the things you should do to make sure say you are okay. Quickly, let's read one or two extra messages and then we try to male factors in terms of fertility. They say my sperm motility abnormality. Okay, I think we've spoken about these things before when it comes to male factors in terms of infertility. And remember, your condition now has to do that your sperm should be quality, your sperm should be good, your sperm should be able to indicate say, you're okay to fertilize an egg. Now, if you have not done any semen analysis now, it's difficult for you to know that. We have a caller. Hello? 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 Yeah, good evening. About you too. More with three. But more power will be and I want him. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much. So I'm explaining earlier, no, these are all what we call the secondary infertility. No, there could be several factors. I'm aware there. To remember, it could be say it's from you, the man, or it's from even the woman. So one, two, and more you might not know. You know, sometimes it's advisable. Yeah, hello. Hello. Yeah, good evening. I'm Patrol was from Patrol 80. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 All right. That's great. And you know, I'm explaining earlier to the first caller. No, sometimes these conditions, it's good you are saying, say, when during sexual intercourse, no, oti yaw. Be ania fani out say then na ema yaw ne bra no. Be ana there's something going on. Be ana be air touch ma and ama oye den. We experience such conditions. Ni hu dey betumi e dey abo. Why? Hello? Yeah, hello. Good evening. Ambacho wo so ambacho yeti o. Okay. 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 All right. So I think these are all conditions of a secondary infertility. Like I stated earlier, no, the same conditions of this are what we experience sometimes in the primary infertility, no. And you know, and it's something like saying in the last caller, no, the be by, or the be aba. You understand? And when it happens like that, now it becomes very difficult and very challenging. And you know, we always advise that when you are going through such a condition, utu anamona wama yehudia ekoso ewa brabum. Hello. Hello. Yeah, good evening, but you're doing baby of Refi. Okay. Okay. Okay, nti bacho after show no me de me na mabetudwa sesi anti obetumi afre na yabo nkomo ne hu de betumi aye ede abo ano. Why? Okay, and that's it. All right. Until like I just said to our final caller, no, when you are going through any of these challenges, no, we advise here, Obetu and Amo, Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. One thing I like about Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic, like I say, no, we have so many success stories, we have so many things to tell. But we don't come here, like I said, we don't come to come and do the full marketing of Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. We come here to advise, we come here to let you know, say, oh, there are certain things that problems that can be solved. Maybe another is solution for you, but unto an among here. So we come here to educate you, for you to have an idea of what is happening at Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. So that when you come and we sit and we are talking, no, at least you have you know what is happening to you, you know the steps to take, and then what to do as well. Nyame aduma that's and then we are going to have our discussion from Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic, and we are going to take you through the various things that we do in terms of sperms, how our sperms are being being conducted at Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. We are going to look at the scans, the various forms of scans that we take, the kind of thing we are going to have for the next 2 weeks. We are going to look at Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic as a whole, and then we look at the kind of things they do, the various services and all those things. Until next week, no, me and you who film, we advise also where the Ubeshe na wo baby a mesumi ye adwuma wo baby a me ba the team that goes behind the scene to make sure say we bring you this quality services all the time. Nintendo just make way and then come to Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Yeah, Abeka La Paz baby of Fibabiano. Just tell them it's open insurance junction. We do insurance junction now. You see a green and white building. CABAC hormone. That is Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Just make your way into the clinic. Let's see what is happening to you. Let's see the steps we can take to help you. Mondays, you're weighing, so you can come around and then get your baby test for you. Tuesdays to Saturdays, no, we are running the general clinic now. Utumi eba near said then and air course on Thursdays, and then on Saturdays, no, we have the fertility consult. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Saturdays, no, we have the fertility consultant. Come on, your boy, you know, Baby Shia, a team of doctors are they will take you through the various things you should know in terms of fertility, the steps you should take, and all those things. No, just make a date with us. Just call us, book a day, and then come to Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic. Let's find out what we can do to help you. You can as well follow Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic on Facebook. You can also follow me, Joel Aidan Esel, on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. We do various discussions concerning fertility and other medical conditions. Just let's meet there. Let's have some chat. Let's see what is going on. Like I said, you can as well reach me on 023 1150340 023-1150340 and also 0277785902 0277785902. Those are my numbers that you can call at any time. Just talk to me. Let's see what we can do to help you. As I come out the entire crew that helped me today, a big thanks to the Royal Natural Health and Wellness Clinic team, to Abigail, to FO, and then to Sugar Bread, sorry, and then to the entire team that helped me today. That's Endeno Yebishia Niabonkomo. Makramo.
Total enjoyment.